Welcome back. Now in the last video we talked about the fact that we can have the last couple of videos we talked about the fact that we can have these interactive videos on individual web pages. And so now it's time to talk about, well, what can we do inside that interactivity? Having a table of contents is great. It may or may not necessarily direct people in the way that we want. It doesn't necessarily elicit information from them. It does make for a more pleasant experience for the user. However, using hotspots is one way for us to be able to direct a user who's watching our video to take an action. And so when we actually use, and we're going to go into the annotations, and we're going to grab the interactive hotspot, and what we want to do is want to pick a period, a specific period of time where our video is. And we want to do something with that video. We want the user to have to click something. Now, the most important thing when you do this is to remember that you're going to have to give the user some instructions. So this might be a point at which you are going to give them, you're going to write something in here. Right? You might write something in here. We're going to go ahead and leave that one there. We might write something in here like, right? So we give them some instructions. Click explain if you want to talk to someone personally. And we want the hotspot then to do something, right? We want them to click on that word explain. And then we want something to be able to happen when that happens. And so we want to do something over here in the properties. And we can have it so that someone, when they click it, they actually go to a URL. Basically what we're trying to do in this hotspot is we're trying to get the user to do something. And again, if you combine this with being able to be on a specific web page and have this interactive video where you're going to give them some information, and then at each point you're going to compel them to a call to action, and when they take that call to action, send them to a specific website, you then have interactive marketing and customer service, keeping them engaged. And we go beyond trying to entertain or just inform people, but to get them to take some kind of action. And that's really what interactive hotspots are at the heart of. And we can do that very simply by making our button clickable and by making sure that the video does not go any further until they take some kind of action. Now we want to make sure that our words are at the same point at which the hotspot comes, so that the user then starts to understand, okay, well, maybe if I click this, then something will move on. Everything depends on the kind of instructions that you're able to give. So when someone clicks a certain link, if they want to talk to someone personally, what's a good thing for us to do? Well, the good thing for us to do is to try to get some information from them, right? Is to try to figure out, maybe to try to help the person who's going to be taking the call, or to help the person who's going to be serving that person, to try to find out a little bit more about them. And we want to be able to send that person to a place where they can give us some information. And that's really where our surveys come in. And so this URL can be a page on your WordPress site with another interactive video. Basically what we're doing is we are figuring out ways for us to chain together the interactivity. So we're not just informing, we're getting involved with the customer, and we're actually getting information from them, hopefully. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video.